Coach Whitmore, congratulations on another victory. Poor conditions, good results today for your team. Just talk to us about the conditions and how you're able to coach your team to navigate these difficult conditions to a victory.
Well, yeah, first it was a difficult condition to play under, what I think we weathered. It's all about the victory. It wasn't a game where you could see the Mount Pleasant style of play this afternoon. It was basically from back to front play for the second ball. Once we get the goal again, unfortunately, Daniel Green could have gotten on the score sheet. Edwards could have scored another one if it wasn't for the water log field. But again, basically the team performance this afternoon, I think we show character, we show a lot of guts, and hence we came out victorious.
Yeah. Also notice, especially in the defense line, there were several changes. Different goalkeeper, basically a new centre back pairing with Topi and Ming. Topi also came off. Don't know if that was an injury because he's just returning. Can you talk to us about the adjustments in defense and Topi substitution at halftime?
Well, again, the condition of the pitch, Topi just came back from injury. He played 90 minutes, and I don't think the field we want to lose him at this time. So for precaution measure would have taken him off. Again, we introduced one of our new signing, Christopher Thomas. Again, he went in, did a job for us.
Yeah, and so the first half ended 2-1. The second half, no goals were scored. Was that a plan to kind of, let the team sit back some more and just play, like I said, from back to front? Though you didn't convert some of the chances. Given the conditions, you didn't want to take as many risks, in terms of pressing high. So you sat back a little deeper in the second half.
Well, the game did not allow us. It was a better most game. But again, as I said before, we could have been gotten two more. Daniel Green one in the puddle of water. Ryan Edwards again. So, as I said before, comfortable leading 2-1. Why not second?
Yeah. And finally, from me here is you have two games coming up, one on Monday, and then you have one on Thursday. Given the conditions now, how do you get the team fully recovered for those two games, especially as you eye the playoffs and trying to avoid injuries and all of that, but still get the results to keep the fans happy and the players motivated?
Again, you have found the recovery taking place right after the game. So that's a plus for us. We come tomorrow morning again. Get the guys up. I think we have depth in the squad, so it shouldn't be a problem for us. So every game is important leading up to the playoffs. So we treat every game that way.
Coach Whitmore, only 3 questions. First one, statistics have shown that whenever rain falls at Jacksall, you always come with victorious from the season starts. What's your take on that?
Well, for me, it's a game by game. It doesn't really matter the condition that we play. We want to do well, we want to win the game. And it was a case like that this afternoon.
You made some changes. The Asians came on. Was it the right time for them to put them out there in conditions like this? And what was your mindset into giving them time today?
Well, again, it would have shown. Clifford Thomas go up there and he make a mark out there. I think he was strong. He won his 1v1 battles. I think he helped it defensively. So again, it was the conducive condition for excellence, but again, just to get a taste of what the Premier League is like out there. So I think they both went in and contributed.
Last question. You created a lot of chances today. The water really saved racing, in my opinion. What are some of the things that you have been doing in terms of chance creation on the drawing board? They call it the drawing board when you're training. What are some of the things that you're doing? I saw from a Russian Jamaican player who is, used to play in Russia, training with the team as well, teaching the forwards. What's your take on what's going on there?
Well, again, it's a lot of in the final third, we do a lot of work in the final third. We do a lot of combination plays, a lot of finishing. And so that contributes to what you see out there and any given match day.
Thanks, coach.
Coach Ryan Edwards could have had actually a trick this evening. And what's your thoughts on his performance so far this season? And what's your thoughts on his performance tonight?
Well, he's a player that work hard. He's a player that contributes a lot to the Mount Pleasant team. At times, I figure he tried too hard to get on the score sheet, but very pleased with his contribution so far.
I want to piggyback on what you said about Ryan Edwards. When you look on that he went all the way to tier 2 for him. What does that say about Mount Pleasant Academy here? That they're looking high and low for all of the players?
Well, it's just the talent. We have played a practice game against this racing team the first time I've seen him, and he was a handful. From there, technical staff have been looking so he's now why he's here.
And should the other players in the island can look forward to, even in tier 2 now, that they need to push up their performance right now, that they know that if they perform at a high level, clubs like Mount Pleasant Academy can come calling?
Well, this is something that I'm not only Mount Pleasant. It doesn't matter where you're playing. At all time, you want to give up the best. You want to give a good performance because you never know. Not only Mount Pleasant, you don't know who overseas. It can be a scholarship, it can be anything. So at all time, you go out on the football field. Once you cross it, it's business. You never take anything for a joke. You never know what's out there looking at, who's out there looking at.
Thank you, Coach. Best of wishes for the rest of the season.
Thank you.